Hi friends, welcome back to Beccarelli's Books. Tonight I'm just having a play with some art that I like to do for some mindfulness, calming sort of stuff, and I thought I'd show you. So this little, what do you call it? Watercolour pad. It's just a cheapie. Or I might have got it from a thrift shop even, a op shop. I just use this. I started using it anyway. I haven't done much in it. It's just a mindful thing. But I saw someone do this like thing. It's just to be mindful, you know, and I did it and that's it. And just to remind myself what it was for. There was another bit of a art therapy session. I think they just had some prompts and you just do it and get it out of your head, sort of thing. Oh yeah, this is what I really like to do, these. So this one I've actually finished. Took me probably a couple of times to come back to it with the different layers. So there's that. This one, that's just watercolor, and you know, I can come back there and add to that if I want to. I just haven't felt the need. There's that, and there's the beginnings of another one. So it's watercolor. I have a number of different watercolors that I use, but I'm going to show you the pens that I've got today. But yeah, so this is what I'm similar to. This is what I'm going to do. So I'll show you how we get that. So I just get a new page, and these are the pens that I've got. I was given these by my partner for Christmas one year, probably about, I don't know, 7 years ago or something. You know, I haven't used too much of them because these aren't a go-to thing that I use a lot. But I thought I wanted to have a go again. But I have those, and then this watercolor set I actually bought this when I was in Palma. So I went to visit my sister. She was living in Palma, and I didn't have any craft or art supplies with me at all. So I went and bought this pack of watercolors, and they were expensive. They were just from like I don't know, like a news agency type shop. Yeah, I don't know what language they're in. I really have no idea what language they're in, but yeah, anyway, so there's the other ones that I often use. So if I'm not happy with these pens, I'm going to go do these. I also have like watercolor pencils. You can use things like these watercolor gel pastels. These are pretty cool. They're like they're kind of like crayons. They just wind out. They're water soluble. They're pretty fun. They're like gel pastels. I like those too. I'm digging through my box. I've got like a box of art supplies. Yeah, I think I've got some like you know, watercolour pencils as well. But they're not in there. I don't know where they are. And I've got the watercolours that come in the tubes as well, but that's messy. I just want to do something that's not messy. So that's why I thought these watercolour brush markers would be good. So just to start, I'm just going to wet down my page just so we can get some movement. I have a jar of water on my desk always, and depending on what I'm doing, I just empty it and always replenish the water, so that if I'm sitting here and I get inspired, I don't have to clean up the mess that was already there. I'll try and start with a clean area each day. Alright, so that's pretty wet. Not sopping wet, but you know, wet enough. So these colours are pretty much just primary colours, which is fine. So I can't remember how these come out, but I just want splodges of colour around. Yeah, I mean, it's not awful, but we'll see. I'm going to have to add plenty more water for sure. Ooh, bubbles. Oh, did you see that? Just went pew. All right, so I'm going to go back to my big water brush and work this out. Yeah, see, I stop talking when I'm painting. That's why I like doing it, because it's a bit of like just a zone out thing. It's so relaxing. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I don't know if I like these brush pens. They're probably better for lettering. Which we can do as well, I guess. Yeah, so I just like to move the paint around in the water. So when you're watercoloring like this kind of stuff, it's really you know, you use a lot of water, so you should have a fairly decent quality, or at least very decent thickness watercolor paper. Because how this works, I don't want to tell you things you already know, but if you're not sure how the watercolors work, once the water evaporates, you are left with just the pigment. So these, because these are water in, like they're liquid, you shouldn't get that grainy effect that you can get sometimes, like with these kinds of paints. Sometimes if they're not mixed very well, they can leave, once the water evaporates off, you can be left with like a powdery finish. I love this. I love that orangey colour. I kind of want some more. More of a green up here. Get some blue through here too. Oh yeah, look at that. I love that. Yeah, I love that. I love this swirl going on here. Push some of this down here. See, but this is the problem. You can't keep going because then you start to muddy the waters, literally. And you start making brown. So you got to be a bit careful. Oh, so this is where these will come in handy. And we can just make these effects. Oh, I like that. But you got to do it where there's like puddles. Yeah, cool. All right. Am I done? What's this color? Brown. Do I want to go with this? Let's see what happens. Yeah, not particularly. Kind of gives a bit of the depth, but what I do have is black. Now I tend to stay away from black while I'm watercoloring, and I bring the black in with my either my little uni pin marker or just a regular Sharpie. But oh, look at that. Yes. Oh, loving it. I love it. That's so cool. So I don't think I want much of that. That is awesome. I love that. Yeah, let's do some, spread that out a bit. Yeah, there's a big puddle here. I don't really want to lose this effect here. So I think I'm done with it. Ooh, see how we get all that movement? So I could now get my heat gun and dry it, but that's going to push everything around. So I'm just going to leave it to dry. It will absolutely take overnight. So I've got to find somewhere nice and flat to keep that if I want to keep doing more. But I'm going to come back to it tomorrow and see what it looks like. And I'll show you, hopefully it'll So we're back with the watercolour paper, and this is how it dried. So it's the next day. I did the yesterday's video last night, and this morning, so it's about 11 o'clock now. This morning I got up, did my housework, all that jazz, changed my nail colour. So it's had plenty of time to dry, and I just love how that's come out. It's so pretty. It's a bit like a burst, with all the blacks have really turned purple, and it's so pretty. So at this stage you could just leave it as it is, cut it up, use it for backgrounds, for tags and things, even make a journal cover out of it, really. But I want to show you the mindfulness stuff that I do. I use different markers and things to achieve. We'll go back to the other one that I did. This effect. I mean, this is a bit different because the watercolor is in the circles already. And then I filled in the white spaces with the black, some of the white spaces. So it gave me excuse the chicken. Can you hear that? Seriously. She's either just laid an egg, or she needs to lay an egg, or she wants to come in. Oh my gosh. Doesn't she know I'm trying to film a video? She sounds hysterical, but she's fine, I promise. So back to this. Yeah, so this kind of, the white space in this one led my doodling. Same as this one. I've just used different coloured just things like this, fine liners, to outline the differences in the colours and things. I think this one kind of looks like a geode, kind of, and I really like crystals, so I think that's kind of where I was going with that. But this one's a bit different. It's got different shapes, and I don't know why, but I'm wanting to turn it this way, so I'm going to. And then I either use a Sharpie or a uni pin. This one is a 0.8, but I have a 0.3, which is very fine, and I also have this is a biro, but I like this one. This is like one of my favorite pens to write with. And I have all different types of markers. You could use coloured pencils, just simple coloured pencils, to do this as well. You could use these are charcoals. You could use this. This is a bit messy. These kind of soft pastel charcoals. I'm not going to do that today because it is quite messy, and I want to be a bit relaxed about it, not worried about getting black charcoal everywhere. I also have these. Oh no, that's gouache. Where are those other ones? They're just crayons. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. And these Posca pens, which are paint pens, just acrylic paint. So they're quite fun as well. A couple of different colours in those. So now I was just having fun, but the simple one, the simple way that how I started doing this is to just pick a colour. So I might do this pink section here. Just make sure you can see what I'm doing, and just follow it. And it's better if you don't keep a steady hand, like you kind of want it to be a bit wiggly. And just decide where you want your colour to separate. Also doesn't need to be perfect, just do your wiggles and have some fun with it. It looks like a mouth. So there's those kinds of things, and then you could black out sections as well. So I might do a bit of a thicker section here. And I'm just leaving a little bit of colour on this edge here. And then I'm going to take that around this part. And I'm just deciding that that's the line. There is no colour variation really. I'm just deciding that that's where I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to fill in some of it. Actually, I might do this line first and just do a little border. And then I'll fill in this part. This isn't supposed to be fine art. It's just fun, relaxing, mindfulness. I never really got into the colouring in books, you know, the adult colouring in books. I have a girlfriend who does them regularly and she's so good at it. They're beautiful. And she has had them framed. Really, really beautiful, but it's not me. There's too many lines to stay in. not into the staying in the lines kind of art. I like to make my own lines. And this is what makes me kind of just breathe and relax after a hard day or week, or not even a hard week, just life. Doesn't even have to be hard. It's nice to come back down and just do something just for you. Doesn't matter if it's good, doesn't matter, and doesn't matter how it turns out. It's just time spent doing something unproductive, but it is productive, if that makes sense. Do this bit here. I love this colour. This black has turned some of the blues and pinks purple, which is so cool. So this is the 0.3, the even thinner pen. So this was the 0.8, that's the 0.3, and that's the big Sharpie. And let's try the Posca pen. So these ones you have to prime them. I have a scrap. And we went through this yesterday, didn't we? Scraps. So that's pretty drippy. And there's actually a little, oh no, it's come off. There was a little bit of fibre on the end which would have dragged a line around, because this is paint. If you can see that, it's very wet. So this one, we might do some more splodgy type marks. Yeah, you can see that little bit of fibre. That's probably come off the paper. Can you see how that's just soaking in? Oop. And we've got colours. This one here is light green. And we've got pencils. So as well with our pencils, we can do some different shadings. So this is, I think it's like a magenta-y colour. I might just see what happens over here if we try and do some bit of shading around these different colours. It's probably not going to do anything too serious. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. It's just brought a little bit different colours through there. You could even go back in with your watercolours if you wanted something a bit more intense. So my favourite thing to do is the outlining. It's just really very relaxing to me. as you keep working, it just evolves and starts to tell you what to do. Like this is just telling me to do all of these sort of radiating sections, even though the colors aren't all doing that. I'm not really following color change, but it's just telling me to do these shapes. Just organically telling me that this is what I should be doing, so I'm doing it. So that was still using the 0.3. Obviously that was what I wanted to do today. And then I can go around and do different things here. I can make some of these lines thicker. I could do like a double line and just copy that right next to what I already did. Yeah, so it's just to sit and relax. I hope you're nice and relaxed, and I hope you try this, because I mean, I'm not happy with this section because I did all those splodges, but I'm going to keep working on this, and you know, I might not ever do anything with it. It might just sit in this book, but the time spent just quietly reflecting, really, like different things come to mind. Got all the paint already. It clears your mind a little bit and kind of helps you organize your thoughts, I think. So try a mindfulness exercise. I just wanted to come back on and show you this, because I ended up ripping this off because I didn't like it. I mean, I was showing you things that you can do, and you can do whatever you want, but when I kind of got into this, I was like, oh, I really like it, and I want to continue with it. So I'm just going to sit here and actually do what I'm doing, and I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to work away, and hopefully not breathe in your ear. But yeah, I'm just going to continue with this little project. So I'll see if I can get you a bit closer.
I'm done. I'm really happy with it, and that was really relaxing and fun. So I hope you enjoyed that couple of little videos about taking the time to do something mindful and relaxing. All right, I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.